and make sure my man. All right, man. Let's talk about this. All right. I sat down and did some research on the Switch 2 and everything coming with it. We have we got problems, right? We got big problems. I mean huge. Because I guess my number one issue is the lack of respect to the money spent on Zelda. I mean, on the Switch One. The money spent on a Switch One doesn't matter because even if I bought Breath at retail, I now gotta spend $10 to play an updated version that I'm already spending $500 to get. I think that those two issues are the biggest ones of already having to pay for a console than paying to use the features of that console. Not having those features built in when you pop the cartridge into the console and you just take use of the console's features. So I'm trying to figure out why would we want to go forth with that kind of service. That's the service that you would like to pay for. That's cool. But the ability to not use the hardware pro bono when you buy it and still have to pay to use your current library. I think it's something that has been programmed for people to just accept, be cool with. It don't feel right at all. None of that feels right at all. When it comes to what Nintendo has done for, or really against emulation, but then continues to use emulation and charge you for it, charge you for the emulation. That's the shit that's crazy. We own these games physical cartridges. Like we own these games physically, like tangible. My Ocarina of Time cartridge is intact. It looks good. It got my name on it. But for me to have to pay $50 a year to access that game on my portable device, I got to pay $50 a year to access that on my device just to access. I got to pay you money to access games I already own. No, bro, that shit is no. Then they're gonna add the GameCube on top of that, like it's revolutionary. Like the Switch One can barely run GameCube games, but when it comes to running that, like y'all really charging max and then coming out for just three games to offer. These are no GameCube, ain't no high powered console like that. We should have had 10 out the gate. Y'all want to pay for that? That's cool. I'm not. We're not paying for it. I have just the heated thought process of upgrading what you already have versus paying for the next generation. Like I feel like the Switch One generation, the entire time frame of that game's release cycle has just been waiting for cool stuff to come out. And like definitely enjoying and playing games, hundreds, thousands of hours put into the Switch One. But just what they have shown us that none of that is really going to transfer over, but saves. All of our saves are coming, but the UI still looks the exact same. The UI looks the exact same. They got the new added in buttons for the chat, and you can mute them. But the UI is carbon copy. The UI looks exactly the same. And I'm not even like joking here. This ain't oh, I think it looks like this. Oh, these are my opinions. I'm flowing straight from the survival scroll. Like that's the Switch 2 UI. That's the same. The PS3 don't look like the 4, and the 4 don't look like the 5. The GameCube was the first one with a menu, and that don't look like the Wii, and that don't look like the U, and neither of those look like the 3DS, and that don't look like the DSi. What is this? What the fuck is this? For $500. We still ain't got no damn things. All right. Okay. Let me breathe. For $500, we still ain't got no thing. For $80, they think an open world Mario Kart is worth $80. By itself, digital. $80 digital, $79.99 MSRP, United States dollars. Digital base. Not with any future content. They ain't offering nothing going on tomorrow, next week. Kiss my ass. $80 base game. But you can spend $4.99 for the Switch 2 and it'll come packed in with the digital version. Now the base one was what? You said it was $4.49 for the base Switch without the game in it? Yeah, it was $4.49. So you getting $30. $20 off for buying it with the console. But yet they're gonna charge everybody else that don't want to buy it with the console $80. Y'all are assholes. You're like whoever did that pricing, you're an asshole. Whoever decided, whatever group, team in the offices, whoever y'all are assholes. Y'all ain't cool people. You ain't nice. You mean. You're mean, bro. That's a mean move. That's an atrocious move. And to not even say, oh yeah, if you play your Switch 1 games in the Switch 2, you'll get an upgrade. There was no mention of that. It was just straight, hey, we got Switch 2 games. We got Switch 2 edition games that were Switch 1 games. They're whole new upgrades. They're whole new versions of the game with new features. So you got to pay for it. And then the third version, I'm not even sure what it was, but it was saying like it was a Switch 2 just game. I don't even know. They had 3 different kind of games the Switch 2 can play. But it should be 2, physical and digital. I don't understand what all that extra shit is. Why are they doing this? All this extra stuff for Jamboree. I think this is probably the most egregious thing that I've seen so far is the cards. The card system. Oh, the card system. Oh, the card system. Let's take a look. This card system. So I guess my main thing is here right now with this, Nintendo is trying to fight against piracy, right? So with Nintendo trying to fight against piracy, we already know what they did last year with the lawsuits. They took the law into their hands and said, "Hey, let's take down the emulator, Ryu, Jinx, and Yuzu. Let's take them down." They were successful in both ventures, but due to the internet being the internet, you can't stop a real one. It's impossible. So with Switch 1 games currently being emulated heavily, nonstop, nothing they can do to stop it. They had to take an approach, because there was rumors they were in talks with Denuvo, all of that stuff, to try to figure out how can we safeguard the next generation of our games. And this is the answer. So while I think it is a detestable action, because they're basically punishing their consumers instead of punishing the pirates, which is crazy. Using game key cards. So what you're going to see is that this is a game key card now. So with this being a game key card, what you have is required internet access for all games, single player, no matter what kind of game it is, all across the board. Everything is going to be required online. The games are not going to be on the cards. They're not going to be on the Switch cards. So hold on, let me grab. We're going to use Tears, right? Tears is going to be the one. So we're going to take this Tears. Make sure it's right there in front of me. Hold on, right there. So it actually still tries to not block it out. But you see it's Tears. And you see we got the game in there. Thank you, baby. This full game is on this card. The full game. Full game's right here. Full game's right there. Full Tears. Full Tears right here. Right here in my hand. That's full Tears right there. Full Tears. You want full Tears? This is Tears right here. 17 gigabytes if I'm correct. That's not happening on Switch 2. What I just did, that's not happening on Switch 2. What's happening on Switch 2 is you're getting a license on the card, and then you got to download the game when you're connected to the internet that license is for. That's how this is all running now. So you're going to get, they look the exact same. They look the exact same as a Switch 1 card, except they red. So this is a Switch 1 card. See it on the side, see it on the back. Switch 1 card, right? Switch 1. Switch 2 looks the exact same, but the card's red. So instead of the beautiful fact that we can run games straight from the fucking card is gone. You're not able to run it from the card anymore. That's gone. So you know the extra space you'd save by having physical? Delete it. You got to download it to your Switch 2, however much that file size is. Whether it's a physical or digital, doesn't matter. Your space is going to be taken up on the system. So they're giving you more space because you're not going to be able to run the games from the card any fucking more. I don't like that, bro. I'm not a fan of that. That right there make me, as of today, decide I'm not even pre-ordering this shit. I do not want to Switch 2. I was so excited for this console, like bringing my shit back out. But now I'm good. I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want anything to do with it because we deserve better than that. We deserve more than that. As gamers, as consumers, I don't care what you say, what you do. These companies are not the ones in charge of anything. We give them money for the stuff we enjoy. This console right here is a lockdown garden to where every time you want to do anything on it, you got to pay. You want to play whatever they got for the Genesis, you got to pay. Anytime you want to take a look at, let's take a look at the Switch Online. This right here, I don't want to sign up for this shit. I don't want no more subscription services. Then now, I can't even play online without this shit. I can't play my 64 games without paying for the biggest one, the $50 tier. When I got my cartridges right here with me. I'm not. Stop playing with me. You stop playing with me right now. You stop playing with me right now. You stop playing with me right now. Huh? You stop playing with me right now. You don't play with me right now. Why would I want to pay you to play this? Again. Why would I want to do that? Well, in my right mind, why would I want to pay you to play this? I got it right here. Why would I want to pay you to do it on the Switch? Huh? Turn the damn sound up. Is it? Oh shit, the battery did. We gotta blow cartridges. Why would I want to pay you to enjoy things that I already had? You tell me why I would want to pay you to enjoy stuff I already had. Right here. Look at my playing with me. Stop playing with me. You stop playing with me right now. You stop playing with me right now. I'm not paying you. I'm not paying you to play my stuff I already got. And this is the biggest scam because they're selling to people that ain't got their stuff no more, which is smart. But now they're alienating everybody that already got this shit. So for the people that already got it, we just got to keep on running on this. I can't play it on my Switch. I got to pay you. I have no choice. My choice is I'm not buying the system. That's my choice. My choice is I'm not buying the system. This is where it really get upset for me because it's in my name. That the Gen stands for this. So you tell me I can't even play Genesis games, which y'all don't update. You don't even give us the good Genesis shit. Like, I don't even know, is Comic Zone up there? Is Golden Axe 1, 2, and 3 on there? Is Altered Beast on there? Columns 1 and 2? Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3. Sonic 1, 2, and 3. And I know they can't do 3 because that nigga Mike got the rights tied up. But at the end of the day, they ain't even try. There's no attempt being made there. This right here is not video game preservation. This is the antithesis of it. You know what was for preservation and what was a very good service? Virtual Console. On the Wii U, and the 3DS. And the DSi. I think the DSi has some on there too. But that right there, that was your way. Y'all actually did the right thing first and then decided to go back and do the wrong thing now. You did the right thing first, and now you're gonna do the wrong thing now? And then this is even worse. You got all of these DLCs, which are like $30 on their own, 30, 40 on their own. If you just decide not to pay for this, You lose access to the Mario Kart courses. You lose access to the shit. They're not yours. They're not yours. You don't own them, dog. You don't own none of this shit. And that's where it's crazy to me. Because I dare you to tell me that this ain't mine. I dare you. My mother's ghost dares you. That's her handwriting on there. My mom wrote that on there for me. Why? I don't know. The cartridge never leave my house. But it's one of them things. 1996 and 7 was a different year. No. My strategy guide got destroyed. But it's just no. You won't be able to do this in 20 years with anything you spend money on with Nintendo right now. You won't be able to do this with your shit. Because it ain't yours. You won't have nothing to do it with. I can even do this with tears. I dare them to do. I can do it with tears. Who's going to stop me? This ain't about physical. This ain't about digital. This ain't even about y'all not buying games you ain't supposed to have. This is literally about the simple fact of you being able to do what you want to do with something you paid money for. You now buy licenses. You don't buy games. This ain't a license. This is the fucking game. This ain't a license. This is the fucking game. They got y'all out here looking crazy. They got y'all out here looking crazy. Talking about like spending more money. Man, it's such a sad thing we really are witnessing right now. But I say all that to say this. This wasn't no like review or even an overview of the Switch 2, just my instant reactions to the overly negative parts of it. Because there's so much that's bad there that I'm gonna have to do a second part to this. And I'm gonna come back later and finish it up. But it's a whole mental game that I'm seeing being played that isn't fair to the consumer. Nintendo is punishing the consumer because of what the pirates did. Like, nigga, I went out there. I did a midnight release for Tears, dog. I stood out there next to some musty, hungry motherfuckers. And now you telling me I gotta pay more over this $69.99 to enjoy this at a higher frame rate on your newest console? No. I refuse.